Khan. All right. For the Hebrew is Psalm 66 and 5. This is for the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, we come in, week out. Yeah, to prophesy the downfall. Yeah, of Babylon. All right. Yeah, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, the Negroes, Latinos. Yeah, the ones that need to wake up out of sleep. Yeah, we're here for you guys. Yeah, and we're gonna start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Bahar, Kadash. Yeah, and we need to let them know, yeah, what the real illusions are. Yeah, the real illusions. Yeah, and sorry, let's give double honors to the elders and that teach well and rule well amongst Israel, man. Let's give them a round of applause, man. Like brothers like Abba Bivin gone downwards to the house of David and stuff. You know what I mean? That made us wake up and really find out what's really going on, man. Because right now, our people are dry bones. That's right. They're walking around smoking. They're walking around drinking. They're smoking and drinking their life away. And they brought up their children in stupidness. And their children are walking around gangbanging. Their children are walking around smoking. Their children are walking around getting incarcerated by police officers. And they're stupid and docile. Yeah, get me that Deuteronomy 28 and verse 20 and verse 28. Let's start off with that. Let's start off with that because people shouting and screaming about false prophets. We're here to trample down on false prophets. Because false prophets will take money. And we don't want no money. Alright? When you come up here, we don't want none of your money. We want to just give you this in truth and in sincerity, okay? Let's bring it up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 28. And Yahweh shall smite thee with madness.
Shall do what?
Shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
So they're astonished, man. Right. They're seeing the righteous man stand up in great boldness, man.
That's right.
They're astonished. They're like, wow, they've gone mad.
That's right.
Yeah, they're blinded. And when you open up the blinds when someone's sleeping, what do they say? When you open up the curtains when someone's sleeping? Oh, my eyes. My eyes.
Too bright.
It's too bright. Yeah, they hate them that rebuke in the gate. Right. Because the eyes are shining and we're shining too bright on these oppressors, man. Right. Get me Exodus 34. Exodus 34, 29. You got that sound? You got the sound? Psalm 66, 5.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 66 and verse 5. And it reads, Psalm 66 and 5. Come and see the works of power. He is terrible.
He is what?
He is terrible in his doing towards the children of men.
The Most High is terrible. Yeah? We're saying come and listen to this word. Because the Most High is coming with woes. He's coming with lamentations and mournings for the ones that don't keep the commandments. Yeah? The ones that want to keep them, He will save them. And He have mercy on a remnant. Only a remnant. Many are called, but few get chosen.
Right.
So the ones that are starting and screaming, false prophets, then you go prophesy then, man.
That's right.
If we're false prophets, you go say something. You start a camp. You get them cry aloud on the streets over there. There's many places to go and cry aloud, man. But for shouting false prophets, wow, most time most of wanted to mark him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is that on it? Exodus 34, 29.
The book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 29. And it came to pass, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai, with the two tables of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses waxed not, that the skin of his face shone, while he talked with him.
So when the Most High is talking with Moses, Masha, his face shone. Yeah? Quran. His face, Quran.
That's right.
It shone. It shined really brightly. Alright?
Right. And when Aaron and the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him.
Yeah, so that's self-explanatory. When you open up the blinds in the morning, they're like, no man, I'm afraid of the light, no. You want to close back the blinds, man. Isaiah, you know what? Isaiah 30 and 8, right? No, don't close the blinds.
That's right. And Moses called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Moses talked with them.
And Moses talked to them, man, but they were afraid.
And afterwards all the children of Israel came nigh, and he gave them in commandment all that Yahweh had spoken with him in Mount Sinai.
Well, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shema Mashiach Yahushai, that Yahweh deals with Moses and the children of Israel.
That's right.
Okay? And none else.
That's right. Until Moses had done speaking with them, he put veil on his face. But when Moses went in before Yahweh,
now look at that, he had to put a veil on his face, but he didn't want to scare.
that's right.
He didn't want to scare his the Yahweh's children away. Yeah, his people.
To speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spake unto the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses' face shone.
It was bright, man. It was very bright.
And Moses put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him.
So Moses understood, man, that when you shine so brightly on these heathens and on our people, they get scared.
That's right.
They're actually afraid. They're trembling in their boots.
That's right.
They're like, no, we're going to read it here.
This is the book of Isaiah,
Bring it out.
chapter 30, verse 8. Now go, write it before them in the table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people.
A what?
This is a rebellious people. Lying children that will not hear the laws of Yahweh.
So they're going to call you false prophets because they don't want to hear the laws of the Most High. Because they're shining bright.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. Get ye, verse 11, get ye out of the way, turn aside, out of the path, cause the holy ones of Israel to cease from before us.
So that's what the false prophets are going to do, man. They're going to prophesy smooth things, prophesy deceitful things, prophesy things that are going to lead the sheep astray. We're up here to wake up our people and tell them that they're chosen and they're above all people that are upon the face of this earth.
That's right.
Thus saith the holy scriptures, man.
Teach that.
The scriptures are only sent for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's right.
This book only pertains to the Israelites. This book doesn't pertain to the whole world. Where is it written in this book that there's gates in heaven for everybody? For the Moabites, for the Edomites. There's only gates for the 12 tribes of Israel in heaven. Alright? So I don't understand how everyone can actually believe. Give me Amos 3 and 1, please. Amos 3 and 1. Whoever gets it first, get that quickly. Oh, alright, hold on.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
O children of Edomites.
O children of Israel.
O children of Elam.
O children of Israel.
O children of Ishmael.
O children of Israel.
Only the children of Israel that the Most High speaks to.
That's right.
Okay?
against the whole family, which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
He only brought up the people out of Egypt are the Israelites.
verse 2, you only have I known.
You what?
You only have I known.
He knows everyone.
You only have I known.
He only knows the Bible, the Holy Bible is saying he only knows the Israelites.
That's right.
That's right.
He doesn't know the whole world. He doesn't care about the whole world. I don't think your pastors have read you this because they are false prophets.
That's right.
Your pastors are not going to read you these verses because they are telling you lies and you don't read yourselves.
That's right.
In history, the so-called black people, we was getting killed for reading.
Done.
We wasn't allowed to learn.
Teach, huh?
Done.
So now we are reading and we are learning for ourselves. We've learned that God only loves the Israelites.
That's right.
And that's in the Bible. That's why they're upset. That's why they will love to push Cardi B's gangbang drilling in our hoods so that we can rob each other, kill each other, our women can be whores on the streets.
Keep us up at
They
all
love
times.
us being stupid. These people, like Satan's like, I got him. I got him. Yeah. Because when we're not reading, we're not blessed. Alright? Yeah, bring that up.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is what?
Blessed is he that readeth.
So you become blessed when you can learn how to read, man. When you're not reading, there's certain things that happen to you where people can oppress you, man, and put you down.
That's right.
But when we start to read and we start to learn, we know that the Father protects us.
That's
That's
right.
right.
The Father doesn't protect everybody.
That's right.
The Father doesn't, if he said it, he says, him only have I known. Are you holding that, yeah?
Yeah, come.
Yeah.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of the prophet.
So blessed are the ones that will listen and hear, man. Big man, you're blessed, you know, on your bike. You could have kept reading. But it said, blessed are they that listen and hear.
That hear the words of the prophecy,
Okay.
and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
The time is at hand. Yeah, man. Blessed are they that listen to the prophets, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Blessed are they the ones that are listening, man. Because read this, bro. Finish up Amos, bro.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have a known of all the family of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquity.
That's why we've been punished. We've actually been punished, man.
That's right.
Us being in this oppression right now, we're crying for our salvation, man. That's what we're doing out here. We're crying that we can come out from coronaviruses,
That's right.
from vaccinations,
That's right.
we're from famine because the Brexit's gonna kick in any minute now.
Right.
We're crying out so we don't get hit with nuclear weapons because
right.
the war that you guys are not watching. You guys are too busy watching the channel BBC News
That's right.
and all these things, but you're not understanding that there's countries fighting for oil and there's countries fighting for the economy. So when the war kicks in, you guys are going to be like dry bones. You're not going to understand the signs and the times that you're living in.
That's right.
Because wisdom and stability, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of these times, man.
That's right.
If you're not wise right now, the Most High is not with you.
That's right.
If you ain't holding faith, the Most High is not with you. You're going to be running around like headless chickens.
That's right.
You'll be like, what am I going to do? Where's them guys that were talking about the Most High in the Bible?
Come on.
Where them guys at? I need to speak to them guys, man. Them guys are the ones that were teaching the truth. Teaching war is going to come. Teaching pestilence is going to come. They're the ones that was telling you to wake up out of sleep
That's right.
and start shining. Like Moses was shining with the commandments. Read this, bro.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh,
Okay, you can't tarry, yeah?
and put not off from the day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
So don't wait. Don't wait right now. It says don't tarry to turn to the Lord's statutes and commandments. You gotta be quick
That's right.
to turn to these commandments and these laws. like women wearing trousers, you got to be quick to start wearing dresses. Men without beards, you got to be quick to stop shaving. You got to be quick to keep the Sabbath day holy and stop buying and selling and disrespecting the Sabbath of the Most High.
That's right.
You got to be quick because the Most High is not dwelling with them that hate Him.
That's right.
If you don't love the commandments, you hate the Father that gave it to Moses. Moses was shining when he got the commandments. And the people were scared for a reason, because they hate the Father, man. They ended up building a golden calf in the wilderness and praying to idols, man. They threw stones at Yahushua, at so-called Jesus, man.
That's right.
They denied him. Satan jumps on anyone. Don't be proud. Repent. Turn from your wicked ways.
That's right.
Is that finished?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry, a man of war that suffereth poverty.
So a man of war. The Most High is upset when he sees valiant men up here, yeah, that are in poverty, man. Because we're the first fired and the last one's hired, man.
That's right.
He's upset to see these men of war, the Israelites, yeah, in turmoil, man.
That's
why we come to preach good tidings.
That's right.
Poverty also means poverty in the minds, because you guys don't know that you're rich, man, and you've got an inheritance and a promise of the kingdom, man.
Right.
So you got to turn to the commandments and know who you are. You're not black, you're not niggers, you're Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
And a man of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin.
So that's what happens, man. If you got knowledge and you're not stable, it grieves your heart, man, because you're lacking faith. Yeah? And it grieves your heart. You got Deuteronomy 32 and 32, 39. It grieves your heart, yeah, when you're not set by, when you're lacking the faith, man. Read that last part again.
And one that returneth from righteousness to sin.
So if you're righteous in this and then you've gone back into the world, yeah, it grieves it, man. It's like, why? How can you now, yeah, be in the light and hate your brother now? Yeah? How can you be in the light, yeah, and you don't wanna? You're still in darkness.
Right.
If you don't walk with your brothers, man.
That's right.
If you don't stand up firm, yeah, and you turn back into some stupidness, yeah, and do your individualite thing, the Father's like, it's like, why? How could you turn back into that stupidness, man?
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
This is book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
I what?
I kill and I make alive.
How does what?
I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Right. Oh, exactly, yeah. All praises to the Father, man. The Father does all things. Get me Psalms 1, 2, 3, 8. The Father can wound and He can heal. He can kill. He can make alive. That's why we're not scared of anyone that can kill these bodies, man. The Most High does all things, man. He does it in righteousness, man. He doesn't do it in He's good and He's evil. And everything the Father does is because it's His will. No one can understand the thoughts of the Father.
That's right.
You're going around thinking that you know what the Father's thinking. That's some stupidness. He gave you cancer. What, Father, why did you give me cancer? Because He must have believed He done some stupidness, man. Oh, you killed my son. Why did you kill my son? You don't know why the Father killed your son. You understand? Or He killed your daughter. You have to be paid, you have to be humble, and you have to keep pushing like Job done, man. Job 2, we'll get that as well. Job 2 and 10.
This is the book of Psalms, 119, verse 16. And it reads, I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
So that's what we're saying, man. Yeah, the Father can kill, he can make alive. But if you keep the commandments, he will look after you, man. Yeah, you can endure to the end. Yeah?
The band of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy laws. At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee, because of thy righteous judgment.
So yeah, the Most High, it says we're going to deal with the Most High with right, because he deals with righteous judgments, man. He doesn't deal with anything that's left, that's to the left. He deals with things that are to the right, to the right.
That's right.
Understand?
That's right. Psalms chapter 139, verse 8.
Bring it up.
If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost part of the sea.
Yeah, so the Most High is everywhere, man. There's nowhere where you can hide from the Most High. The Most High is in, if we go to the skies, he's going to be there. If we go into the water, he's going to be there. You can't hide your, and try and think you can't keep the commandments because the Father's not going to see me.
Right.
You can't go around, I'm going to eat this pork.
That's right.
I'm going to eat this lobster. Yeah? The Father's always around everybody, fam.
That's right.
You understand? You're right, mate. You have a Salah. That's my wife's name. Are you Ugandan?
No, from
Senegal. You know that the people in the Senegal are the Israelites. The people from Senegal, they are Israelites. Did you know that? We've got a book from Babylon to Timbuktu.
Okay.
Would you like to hear some information to show? Yeah, okay. Come. So yeah, this book, it's called From Babylon to Timbuktu, and it's a book from Rudolph R. Windsor, And Rudolph R. Windsor, he was a big time, he was a big time like a scholar, and he understood everybody that were, and the Hebrews, like he went around the world and he started understanding what was going on. With all the people, yeah? Oh, where's Senegal? Senegal. I should have marked it properly. The people of Senegal are in this book, and it says that they are the people that come out of the west coast of Ghana. No, not that one. It actually says Senegal. Oh gosh, here it is. Sierra Leone. Oh, you're from Senegal. Well, that's not Sierra Leone, is it? Oh, okay. Well, I'll just show you this anyway, yeah? Because it's Senegal near the Mansa Mula area. Whereabouts is Senegal?
That's down the west.
It's on the west near Ghana, Gambia. That's on basically it's down here, right? It's down here, right? We're Senegal, yeah? Sierra Leone, yeah? So if you see there, if you look here, yeah? It shows in the Bible, yeah? Educating my brothers, right? Senegal, yeah? It says the slave trade. And the people that come out of the slave trade, there's a commandments in the Bible, yeah, that if you don't keep them, that you'll go into slavery again. And your people, yeah, they fit the curses. Understand? They fit the curses of the Israelites. Yeah? And it says here, yeah, that in this book, it says that the people of the Ashantis and the West Coast, that they are literally Israelites. Yeah? And we'll show you. We'll start off with this is the from Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84. Yeah? Wanna read it? Yeah? In the year 16.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman army under General Pompey captured Jerusalem in 70 AD.
Have you heard about the siege that happened in Jerusalem in the Bible, yeah?
General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter during the period of the military governance of Palestine.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to match this up with the scripture in the Bible, yeah? Alright, let's give me that.
This is the book of Luke. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. And let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let them not them that are in the country enter therein. For these be the days of vengeance.
These are the days of vengeance, because the Most High said, because we didn't keep the commandments, He was going to set vengeance upon us.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written in may be fulfilled.
So go to Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17, 4 and 4. So this is what's happened, because if we had to flee, yeah, into the mountains, and we went down here, we went from Israel down into this area, right?
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou shalt even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So we'll discontinue from our motherland, from our homeland, yeah? The mother of us all is Jerusalem. Yeah?
That I've given thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemy.
To serve who?
To serve thine enemy.
We're serving our enemies, they're not our friends, man. The Bible says that the people that put us in slavery, the people that done this to us, they're our enemies. They're not our friends. They can't be our friends.
To serve our enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
In the what?
In the land which thou knowest not.
We went from here to go down there, and we're spread around all the world, Europe. So now we're in the land that we didn't know. These lands we didn't know. These are the Hamitic lands. The lands of Cush, the lands of Egypt, the lands of Put, Canaan. Our lands was Jerusalem. Yeah, our lands was Israel. Yeah. So now, read this one.
Many outrageous and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people during the period from Pompey to Julius. It has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Fled into where?
Fled into Africa.
Jews fled into Africa.
Fleeing the Roman persecution.
Fleeing Roman torture. Roman savagery.
And slavery.
And what?
And slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
Black Jew slaves.